What's up? Y'all know what it is. Your boy Big Boosie, man. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification button so you'll know when I'm up here. And please, hit that like button for me. Hit that like button, man. So, once again, I'm back. Like I told y'all, man, the Brian Glaze Gear dude, if he couldn't make $1 off this YouTube, he'd probably be back in the streets pulling his gun. I knew he was going to come back. And instead of him just, listening to what I was telling him, pulling his coat, he still would have come back with corny conversation. He couldn't find out nothing about me, so he got to try and make jokes. And this is the man that y'all look up to, man, saying he redeemed himself, all of the above, with a bunch of lies, and y'all really believe it? This is crazy. Like I said, felonious talk. You're trying to make somebody out to be a rat, and even if you did find out about somebody to be a rat, excuse me, I ain't even gonna say make somebody out to be a rat. You might got real information on that person. I'm just saying, why try to discredit the person that was being interviewed instead of meaning Prince, instead of letting him know what you found out and letting him go back up there and speak about it? But you going up there as if you are telling positive information. No, you're teaching our kids how to nitpick. And I'm going to break it down for your audience as well as mine, being that you going up there making jokes and all that. I ain't even mad at you. You're funny to me. So I got to laugh at it, period, because it's clown conversation, clown talk. You couldn't do no research and find out nothing about me, because even if you do your research, you're going to come to a snag. Because my name is Heavenly Golden in Harlem and anywhere else I go. But this is my picture for the, the cameo you said I did. And I still get paid off this one scene. I host parties, brother. Still up to date. Pay the full 90s parties, man. So, that's just one thing. I'm going to get back with a part 2, but I'm going to do this part 1 for you real quick and let your people see how corny you are, my G, and how much of a liar you are. Oh yeah, we'll get to this right here. So you'll see. That's my scene in Honor Up, shootout scene. That's me hosting the mixtape for Dame. But we're going to get into this real quick right here, man. We're going to get into this.
What's up? We out here with
Let your own brother speak.
212.
Shout out to my bro, Corey King.
You know what it is. Whenever we get an opportunity, we got to pull up to the brother. And we out here right now with CK, Corey King, and we out here with Kool-Aid, the brother of Brian Glaze Gibbs. How your brothers doing today?
Peace. You already know what it is, man. I'm sitting here vibing with Cool. And that's what we call him affectionately as Cool. I mean, the big homie and all that. And, we just want to just get down to, I got a couple questions for him, but then after that, I'm going to fall back with my question, and it's basically let him, get some things off. As you already know, as myself, everybody else, he did a lot of time on that. So first of all,
and I'm using this under fair use. It's under fair use. This is my bro, Corey King channel, but I gotta give the respect to that. For real. But this showing here what kind of guy Brian Glaze Donut is, man. For real. His own brother breaks it down about him. And this is who y'all want your kids to listen to. How? But we're gonna listen.
my first time seeing you on EGA. Welcome home, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Been home, but welcome back to New York.
Welcome back to New York.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And basically, man, first of all, did anybody offer you any monetary gain for this interview?
No, but I could get paid.
Wow. Of course you could.
No.
Man, of course you could. I mean, I've been doing million streams.
No, but we do.
I'm joking.
Can I just ask a question real quick? Let's tell everybody right where we at.
Cypress Hills Projects.
And which borough? We got a lot of Cypress.
Brooklyn.
There we go. Let's go.
Brooklyn, the notorious East.
Okay,
You know
Brooklyn,
what I mean?
stand up. Let's go.
Stand up.
All right, so
So basically, whatever. Some of the questions I want to ask, like, how do you feel, knowing that, and no disrespect to you, even though I was mad, we said some things to each other, but no disrespect to you either, Glaze. My thing is, how do you feel with him taking you and D-Night's life and this, everything that job done as youth, as children? He put himself in your role.
Yeah, well,
See, you done stole your own brother identity to get up here on YouTube and come up with these stories and make people believe you are redeeming redemption with yourself, your ministry. See, people that say ministry, you're just like a preacher. It blind people because they think a preacher won't rob them. But a lot of preachers out here is some of the most biggest crooks on this planet, brother. And it's looking like you are one of them, and you're blinding people, and a lot of people, y'all falling for it. Do your research, but we're going to listen to what his brother had to say about him stealing his brother identity and his other homeboy.
oh, first of all, it's an assassination on our character, you understand? I mean, the street know who me and Nice is, you understand? So just like I say, for a clown to get on this YouTube platform and
Your own brother calling you a clown. Come on, man. I ain't making nothing up and calling you a liar, but let's go.
start spreading lies, you understand, and downplaying our credibility out here in these hoods, you understand? It's disgraceful, you understand?
Just for a little bit of clarification for the individuals that might come here and not know exactly what you're talking about, who is the individual that's stealing whose life?
Brian Glaze Gibbs, who's also his brother, whatever case may be, whatever, basically assumed his identity, my man Nice, D-Nice identity, and he's running with it. He got the whole world believing that, you know, allegedly he was making, you know, large sums of money, and a lot of the things that was going on, he was the shot caller. And in fact, me as a youngster under all of them, I know for a fact he was respected, but he wasn't what he's claiming to be.
Yeah, he's my younger brother, and like I say, he was never major in the game, you understand? So he went out to Queens and went to work for Fat Cat.
Which he told
as a
on.
enforcer. We are bosses. We never went to no damn Queens to work because, again, we ran our own shit, you understand? But he took our
Blueprint.
Basically, their whole identity, who they were, the role they played.
The blueprint.
He transformed himself from being a worker into being
A boss.
his brother, and Nice as being bosses.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Can you think of a specific could you like give us an example of something that he called out that you've heard him speaking about, saying that he did, that you did?
Yeah, first of all, about a platform of him making $40,000 a day.
Oh, wow.
Unbelievable. Guy had a spot in Coney Island making between $500 to $1,500 a day, and all of a sudden he miraculously go to Queens and start making $40,000 a day.
No, that don't sound right.
It ain't right, you understand? I mean, the guy never owned a brand new car, never bought nobody no houses, you understand?
Wow. Never even owned a brand new car and you talking like that, bro. Let's go.
And he made a statement about he gave my mom's $100,000 for a house. Now, how the hell you buy your mom's a house for $100,000 and you got a wife and a 2-month-old son when you get knocked off and they came back to the projects? You understand that?
And that's crazy, but you talk about my mom's. My mom's got a great big old house, boy. Big yard. Another big, a nice little, what we call it in the back for the company to go hang out at. And you can even sleep in there in the back, in the backyard of that house that's back there. But you talk about my mom's. Oh my God, brother. You need to do your research about Boosie. But we will finish listening, man. I'm sure your mother was a nice lady too, bro. But you are way out of line up here lying about your character, the real people in, so you can make YouTube money. You are not legit. Everybody that's hearing this, y'all need to check out this dude character before y'all keep following and buying into his bogey, bullcrap, fake ministry and redemption of life that he ain't never really did. Even though he might have did some things that were street, which changing is still cool, but what he doing up here by talking about other people is teaching our kids how to talk about other people and will get our kids hurt. He's not legit and he's not showing nothing what he's doing with kids and all that. And I'm going to show y'all what I do with kids. That's going to be in part 2. And I'm going to give you a little tour of the house. Brian Glaze Donut, being that you want to talk crazy, which I've been in this house since 2006 and it's in my name. That house you in look like that's a woman's house, man. That's a woman. The lady you live with that was on one of your podcasts before, I guarantee that's her house. Your name ain't on nothing. I guarantee you that.
That's not making no sense. 40 times 30 is how much? 1.2 million a month. Am I right? So times 16 months. You understand that guy should have over $17 million. You know, he say Biden, the president now, testifying in the Senate committee saying he kept 35 million. Where did this money go?
And since this video, I never heard nobody say, yeah, Brian used to be riding in this car, that car. Never seen a video of nobody ever saying you was riding around in fly joints all day, which this makes your brother not lying.
The government never seized a penny from him. Where did it go?
Okay.
Facts. And then, you know, what I have a problem with is you're using FBI testimony and they affectionately call you Brian. Yeah, Brian says, and well, we know with Brian, like, listen, brother, like, you no longer a part of Brooklyn, the hood. Stay outside the hood where you belong at. Like I said,
Look, you can't even come outside. You kicked out the whip of your own hood, all of the above. And you talking about what you doing for kids just because you say at every end of your podcast, see, kids, this is what I told you. Don't do this, don't do this. But the podcast consists of you talking about people. It has nothing to do with you telling your story. You blinding people with fake ministry. You one of them fake preachers, bro. And y'all people need to listen and stop listening and need to listen and pay attention to what this guy got going on and stop listening to the fake talk that he's talking with, that utilizing your kids to blind you, with him utilizing this podcast to make money. And it's corny. If you was doing it on other pretenses, I wouldn't care. I'm not up here to go at you because I don't care about what you're doing. But when you utilizing the kids and faking out just to get some money, preachers like you need to get gone, bro. Get out of here with that fake stuff, man. Pick something else to talk about. But you don't have nothing to talk about, man. But let's go.
I'd have rather hunted, so I'm not hunting you down, but you just crossed the line, man. These are big homies we're here.
So you are basically alluding to him being a snitch at this point.
Yeah, he
passed
a no snitch. He passes snitch.
He's passed. I mean, I think he's one of New York's most notorious snitch. I give him king of that. He want to be number one. I give him number one.
That's Agent Glaze.
Yeah. Tell it all, Brian.
Oh wow.
You know, so with that said or whatever, I'm gonna move over to the side. Tell the world something about yourself, from where you came from, or who you are today. Yeah, he got the phone.
Yeah, man, I'm Kool-Aid again, but like I say, I flew up here just for this. I mean, he did an episode about tell him cool how you snitch, you understand, since you got picked up at Tyson and Razor Relic fight back in '91. And he said I cooperated with the feds and state ever since then. But who the hell cooperate for a parole violation? A parole violation, you can't come home, man.
You even saying bad stuff about your brother, which ain't even true. That's crazy. But you're supposed to be a person that's of credible testimony out here to our kids or to the people, and you making a change. But you doing crazy stuff about your brother, saying crazy stuff. Stuff like that is just not even meant to be said. But you too busy wanting to still prove a point and still being ignorant, bro. You still being ignorant out here, man. You still being, this is an old video of your brother. We had to bring this back to the light, being that you want to talk.
Ain't no need to tell nobody. You can't come home from that. And like I said, I flew up here for the simple fact to let people know this space is good wherever I go. That's why I stepped foot back in this project. I've been downtown Fort Greene, been to Kingsborough, been all through Brooklyn. You understand? Just because he say what he say, if my name was in anybody's paperwork, by now it would have been exposed. So, Mr. Brian Glaze Gibbs, you're on the clock. You understand?
Man, you lied
produce
again.
This miracle paperwork. You understand, of Kool-Aid snitching.
Okay, so he's also saying that there's paperwork of you snitching.
Oh yeah, he said it, but I want to see it. Let's put him on the clock. You understand? Let's give him a whole 30 days.
His own brother, he out here trying to discredit his old brother, but he's preaching and showing kids something. What can you show the kids, bro? And you doing this to your own family?
Let's give him a whole 30 days to find his paperwork.
You sounded like you pretty confident that there is no paperwork.
It's shit. I know it's no paperwork. So let's put him on the clock.
He gonna come back with something with like crayons and.
I guess he gonna call this a CI. He's a CI, so we couldn't get the paperwork and all that. But he said he had the paperwork, so you should have produced by now. But why are you out here calling out your brother? Certain things you just leave alone if you are a man of ministry and a man of just redeeming yourself. redemption, you wouldn't even be going back and forth out here with people. But you wild, brother.
Oh man. Okay, so basically that's a snitch that you're saying is a snitch, calling you a snitch, and you're not a snitch.
Oh, well, we got paperwork on him. We know what he is.
Boom. Okay, so that's what it is. Anything
he
else you
admit
want to
to
go
it.
out with, my
Oh,
brother?
yeah, man. I mean, like I say, me and Corey tag teaming, but like I say, you want to know more about that dude, Brian Glaze Gibbs? Go to James Kool-Aid Gibbs, the truth about Brian Glaze Gibbs.
Oh, see, we're going to give you some more. Yeah, this is part one, what I'm going to do. But I got some more for you, brother. Being that you want to talk, and you want to talk about whatever you said, crackhead, live with your mother and all that. That's a joke to be, Playboy. I don't even smoke weed, homie, so that you sound crazy. And I ain't even start drinking liquor about, I was, what, 25 and all that. Period. I create bosses, homie, and all my friends is well off that I put in position. Selling houses, own houses. Even the ones that's driving the bus came home from doing bids, making $150,000 a year, and can come outside. You can't. And used to be up under my movement, period. So I'm going to show you some other stuff, and I'm going to show you some stuff that I do with the kids. You show me some stuff you do with the kids, man. You are not legit. You out here faking people out. And a lot of y'all people that's in them comments that's talking and holding them down, y'all are the people that be in the congregations that giving your money and stuff to crooked pastors because you listen to what he's saying and you're not paying attention to what he really do. What do he really do is what y'all need to pay attention to. Nothing. But I'm going to just show you in part two, brother, what I'm talking about, because I ain't here for talking. I'm going to show receipts, man. I'm going to give you a little tour, something light, just for you to be quiet. But I just showed you some pictures, and that's my front door. This is my front door. It's my front door. You can see some of my neighborhood out there. This is the neighborhood I live in. That house across the street, they just bought it. That house cost $400 and some change, $1,000. I'm right across the street. So, you know, but we'll get into it. But it's my front door with my pictures hanging up in my house. I'm gonna leave you with this, something light, man. Now show me something with that stipulates your house. This here ain't a small house, brother, and it's still a bachelor pad. So don't talk my head off. I knew you was gonna come back and be ignorant. I was just pulling your coat with what you was doing was out of line. So now I'm gonna just give you a little bit more. We're gonna go to your brother page and figure out a few more things. But I'll be back, part two on the way.